my Egyptian family. Today I have for you a very special story which didn't come from my head, to be honest. You know that mostly I am speaking about stories which really happened with some of my clients or women which I knew personally. This one will be kind of special, but I thank to this idea to Kate Cube. Thank you so much, dear. It was really amazing idea because I found out this story is really the most powerful worldwide. So we are going to speak about Egyptian man who was in the FBI top 10 most wanted people for 6 years with a reward $100,000 if someone see him and help him to be arrested. So this man called Yasser Abdel Said was born in 1957 in Egypt in Sinai. Do you always know how I tell you have to really take care where you meet the person, from where he is, his background, his family, his education, and so on, so on, so on. This is a perfect example for this. Really, you will know in the story then, but just remember my words, why I always tell you this. Anyway, he came to US on a student visa when he was just 26 years old, and when he was 30 he got married to one girl called Patricia Owens, but she was only 15. This is the already first red flag, I would say. Okay, he was 30 and she was only 15. Okay, I don't understand how this was possible, how they managed to get married, but okay, I'm not that familiar with US law and whatever, so maybe it was possible. However, what Patricia told after that she was abused many times in the marriage. Okay, anyway, they had 3 children together, 2 girls and 1 boy. So the name was Amina, Sarah and Islam. But what was really interesting for me, that Said has also another daughter with another woman in US, and actually the daughter was born in the same year as he married Patricia. So she was like the oldest one. But in our story she will not figure anymore. It was just very interesting for me, this fact. Anyway, Said gained at the end the citizenship. I'm sure that it was the reason because of the marriage. That's why he gained it. But he gained it in the year 1997. But what was really interesting, even disgusting in this story is that both of the girls, Amina and Sarah, confirmed many times in their life that he abused them, the father abused them, physically and sexually. Okay, I will stop it for a while now here. I told you before, if Egyptian man is educated and educated in religion as well, this is impossible he do. Okay, I cannot imagine some Egyptian men do it. Okay, it's really very, very rare when this happens. So this man was obviously one of the worst men. However, my opinion. Let's go back to the story. So Amina, this girl seemed to me she was kind of stronger in the story. She was complaining to authorities many times about this, and she also was telling she was afraid from the father because he was spying on them even by audio taping, and he was also tracking their mobile phones. Amina was telling after she was really afraid to use her own mobile and she didn't use it, and she always used like mobile on the street when he couldn't really spy on her. She also wrote emails. There's mentioned not one, but there was more emails where she was telling that her father really intended to kill her, and she was really serious about it. However, when she was 16, Amina, so her father took her to Egypt and he was forcing her to marry his very old friend, older than him actually, and she refused. She really fought and she refused, and she didn't get married to this man in Egypt. When she get back home, she started to actually date one boy called Joseph Moren, and it was really like normal love. They was in the same age and they met in some taekwondo classes, and even he confirmed later that she was really afraid from her father, and really the father threatened her many times by the death that he will really kill her, and Moren actually really believed it. Well, they kept it really in secret long time, but after for sure her father found out that she's dating some boy. So firstly he was forcing her to tell him the name of the boy. She refused, and he was really punching her, slapping her, like really physically was abused just to tell him the name. But she was really afraid that he will kill the boy, so she never tell him the name. So he never had idea and he didn't find out. But what he did was that he moved the family about 32 kilometers away to another home just to get rid of the boy. But it didn't happen because Amina continued this relationship, and they was actually planning to run away together to Las Vegas and to get married there. Saeed then tried to trick her and he wanna help her to actually run away to Las Vegas and marry to him, and he wanted to help her with money and so on, but she didn't believe him very much. However, the story really continue. I will a little bit skip to the December of 2007 because this was the critical point when actually the wife of Saeed, Patricia, she decided she will run away from him. So she took the girls and she was telling the girls that her mom actually died in the 31 December. So she wanna go to the graveyard and put some flowers on the grave. So under this condition, she took the girls and she ran away with them, but they ran actually to Moreno relatives, to the Amina's boyfriend relatives, where they actually hid for some time. But for sure Saeed was trying to reach his wife, and he did actually, because he included some of his friends and also relatives, so like a lot of amount of people was calling the wife and trying to fix it together. As I told you many times, it's work in Egypt like this. Always when something happened between the husband and the wife, the family is always included and try to solve it. So it happened, and Patricia really believed this. So she agreed that she will come back with the girls back to home. So she agreed, Sarah agreed, but who didn't agree was Amina. Amina didn't agree and she didn't want to really go, and she was fighting with her mom so much about it because she really didn't trust her father at all. But after a very long fight, the mom was really telling her, hey, your father forgive you, nothing will happen, everything will be fine, we'll be family, everything will change. So at the end, she agreed also, and they go back to Saeed. When they came back home, really nothing special happened. Everything was like a normal. But I was also mentioning before that Egyptians are perfect in tricking the people to do whatever they want, manipulating people. Yeah, that's the right word. And it's what's happening in the story. He was manipulating them. And actually the 1st of January 2008, this is the day when all the story ends. He told the girls he wanna take them actually to a restaurant just to have a good time. But the mom wanted to come also, but he refused. She was really pushing on him that she wanna come also to enjoy with them. But he told her no, that he wanna be with the girls alone, have some time together, really alone. So the mom stayed home. So he took the girls to his taxi, because yeah, I forgot to mention his work was actually taxi driver. And before he started to drive, so he kissed them both, and he told that he loves them like a father loves daughter, like innocent kiss it was. And actually he drove them to totally different place than he promised, of course. And while he was driving, so he shot them both. Ina was dead immediately because he shot her twice, but Sarah, actually the first shot, survived, and she managed to call 911, and she was telling, help, my dad shot me and I'm dying, I'm dying. Then the call ended. Of course she died, she didn't survive, and Saeed immediately ran away. The taxi was found out after a while by another taxi driver actually, but Saeed was already away. Wow. And they didn't catch him, and it was really interesting that they were searching for him 12 years. 12 years, no one had idea where he was. And as I told at the start of the story, FBI for 6 years really make him in the list of top 10 wanted people, with the reward, as I told, $100,000 if someone helped them to arrest him. So at the end they found him in North Texas, and they arrested him exactly 26 August 2020. So it's kind of recently, you know. So they arrested him, but they didn't give him the punishment of this. No, they put him around to jail, but to jail forever. but no one till now really knows where he was hiding. But the place where they found him was actually that his son was helping him. His son rented some apartment and he hid his father there with him. And there was really by luck, some of the people from the street saw him, like from a window. He saw the same face as they were searching for the FBI. So he reported them, and that's how he got arrested. In the very, very short version, of course, if you wanna know about it more details on Google, you will find really a description step by step how it happened, but it's not important for this video, to be honest. His son get also punished. I'm not sure now. I think it's like 10 years he get in prison or something like this for helping his father, of course. Ben Said was in the court and he was able to speak for himself for a while. So he actually denied everything. He denied he killed his daughter. He told that he left the daughter in the car alive and he ran away because he thought he was the target of someone, like someone wanted to kill him. But they really found out that like he was really, really lying after all of this information. Of course, it was so obvious. But really, those bad Egyptians can really lie anywhere in any place. That he flew by plane back to Egypt. But they didn't find any evidence. Like if he did it, it had to be really somehow secret way. I cannot imagine how he could manage it. I don't say it's impossible, but for me, it doesn't have so much logic. Like if he will hit in Egypt, they will not find him in Texas. Like he will stay in Egypt, because in Egypt we have places where you can hide and never ever will find you. So it would be stupid to come to Egypt and then back to Texas for me. But who knows? Maybe he really wanted to see his son, but there is no evidence for it. It's just some theory. Okay, this is the end of the story. Thank you for listening. And really, I actually was speaking about this story just to show you how important really it is to know the person who you marry, you know, and especially if it's Egyptian man. So again, I will repeat one more time, really always put attention to who is he, his family, his work, his education, his understanding of the belief. I tell it like 1 million times, but still I will repeat it. This is the most important thing, really. Again, and doesn't matter now if he's Muslim or Christian or another religion, but this point in all religions is the same. If he has good understanding of religion, he believes in God, he will never abuse his own daughter, right? You know, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Because if you marry the wrong person, the life can turn really very bad way for you and also for your children. Okay, I will finish. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time.